So hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we are going to create an application which will allow you to convert your binary code to text, also your text into the binary. So let's start with the text to binary. Let's say that I have a text which I want to convert into the binary. So let's say that hello, this is CIFAR, and if I convert that, so now you can see that we have our binary code for this text. This is really awesome. And what you can do, actually, we have this functionality where you can see that we can click this icon and it will copy the whole output in our clipboard. Now what I can do, I can get back to our binary to text, and if I paste it, now you can see that all the output is now here, and if I convert that, now you can see that it is also working with binary to text. Means we are going to learn a tons of things here. We are going to learn how we can switch between them. As you can see that whenever I will switch, everything will actually change from binary to text. Also the input, also the output, everything is changed whenever we are clicking this button. And also we will see how we can convert a text to binary and binary to text, all the things in this video. Hope you will like it. So no more talk, let's dive into it. And here is my HTML file and CSS and JavaScript. Now inside my HTML file, let's get a boilerplate with exclamation sign, and inside the body I will have a section, and inside the section I will have a div with a class of container, and inside the container I will have a h1 which will say that this is the actually the title of our application. So we just can say that binary to decimal, binary to text. So also we can give it a class here, so something like title. So after that we will have our button which will actually allow us to switch between binary to text or text to binary. So for that I will have this button, so button, and here I will have the type of the button which is the actually we can say button, and also we'll have a class of switch. So and also we'll have a data type, so data dash type, and we will have it binary for now. So and inside the button we'll have the switch as a button text. And after that we will have our form, and let's get the form. And for now we don't need any kind of action. And now inside the form we'll have a div with a class of input, and inside the input we'll have the label which will be for our input. So let's say that input, and also let's say that that's the binary. Actually we don't need this label, there is no work for that label. So let's remove it, and let's actually create a text area for our input. So the name of the text area will be the input, and also the ID of this text area will be input, and also the column and the row is okay for that. And finally what I need, actually I need a data type as we have in our this button. So data type equals to binary, because we will have this binary to text in our initial state, but we are going to change with this text with this button actually. So we will see how we can also do that in our JavaScript. So for now let's say that data type is the binary, and now what I can do, actually I can have a placeholder inside this text area also. So let's say that placeholder which will say that input binary code, and that's it, that's our placeholder. And if I save here and hit a refresh, now you can see that that's our placeholder, and that's the switch button, and that's our binary text. So perfect. After that I will have my convert text button. So let's say that button, and this is also a type of submit actually. And here I can say something like convert. And after that I will have a div for my output. So I will just say that div with the ID of output, and inside that I will have a text as a placeholder, which will say that text output, and that's it. So if I save, now you can see that that's our text output, and it is not looking good because we don't have any kind of a style yet, but we will do that. So after that we can go to the CSS. So let's link the CSS file here, and this will link the CSS. And in our style.css, first of all, what I need actually, I need to remove all the unexpected gap here. So I just can say that padding will be 0, and also margin will be 0, and also let's say that box sizing will be the border box. And if I save, you can see that you don't have any kind of extra gap anymore. So in the HTML, I wanna have a font family. So font family that I want is the Montserrat. So Montserrat, and that's the font family. As you can see that the font is already applied because I have this font installed in my PC. So if you don't have this font installed in your PC or your machine that you are working on, you can just go to the fonts.google.com, and here you can find this form and just grab the font and import here. So after that, let's come to the section here and say that inside the section I will have a mean height of something like 100 VH. 100 VH. So let me check actually quickly, is the recording is on? Yes, it's on. So after that, let's come to the width, and 100% will be our width, and text align will be something like center, and I just can say that display. So display will be flex, and also I just want to say that the justify content will be center, and align items will be also center. And if I save, now you can see that everything is now center. So now you can see that there is a problem with this value. As you can see, it is 1000 view height. We don't need that so much, so we just can say that 100 view height. And now if I save, now you can see that that's 100 view height. And also we can just say that align item center, and instead of align content. So now you can see that it is now in the center of our website. And after that, we just can go to the flex direction, which will be the column. And also I just can say that I want to have a background color, which will be RGB color, and the value for the R will be 36 and 36 and 36. And if I save, now you can see that we have this black background. So let's have some padding here for our mobile. So it will be applied whenever we'll go to the mobile. And now let's come to the container, and here just say that the width will be 90%, and also the max width will be 600 pixel. So it will be responsive. And also let's say that margin will be 0 and auto, which will make it center. And also the height which will be 100%. And if I save, now you can see that there is not too much actually change, but it will do work whenever it will come to the mobile device, so it will be responsive. And after that, let's come to the title here and say that color that I want is the white smoke. And also let's say that font size will be something like 40 pixel. And if I save, now you can see that the font is changed. And text align, and let's say that I want it center. So perfect. And after that, let's come to the form, actual form. And here let's say that width I want as 100%, and also align self will be center, and display will be the flex, and align items center, and also justify content will be the center. So now if I save it, we can't see any kind of change, but we will whenever we'll go to the input. So now what we can do actually, now we can just say that flex direction will be column. And if I save, Still there is no change. So let me check actually everything is working or not. So that's our, so if I come here, that's our form and that's our input, and there is the problem. So you can see that we have this input, but this input should end here after the text area, because I want my this convert and the output text or the output div, this output div outside of our input. So let's delete that and let's come outside of this input and paste it here, and let's indent properly. And if I save now you can see that it is now in flex column. So perfect. And now let's come to the position. So let's come say that position will be relative. So now after that, let's come to our actual input that we have here. So that's our input div that we need to do some style. So let's come here and say that we just need to make it 100% width. So form class input, and here let's say that the width will be 100%, and that's it. And after that, let's come to our actual text area that we have here. So I just can say that form, inside the form I have the text area, and also we need to grab the output. So form, and let's grab the output with the output ID, and here let's say that the width will be 80%, and also let's say that the mean height will be something like 200 pixel, and the background color that I want is something like RGB color, and here I'll have 65 and again 65. So if I save, now you can see that we have this, which having this 80% of our width, and also we have a mean height of 200 pixel, and also we have this background color which is looking good. And now what I need actually, I need some text alignment here. So text alignment will be the center, and also let's say that not center, I want that in the left actually. So save it, and after that let's come to the padding here. So we need some padding, so this will be good, so 10 pixel. And after that let's come to our font size, which will be 18 pixel, and also we need to give it a white color, so which will be the white color. So white smoke will look good, and that's our pretty good layout that we have. And also let's style this button here that we have here. So button, and I will style both button in the same way. So outline will be the none, and also border will be none and none, and also let's say that background color will be white, and after that the color will be something like black. So if I save, working good. And also let's have some padding. So we will have padding 10 pixel and also 14 pixel, and also display it as a block. And if I save, now you can see that that's our button here. And if you can see, whenever I said display block, is actually getting here instead of display block, I just can say that inline block. Now you can see it's looking good. After that, let's go to the actual font size here. So font size will be something like 20 pixel and pretty good. And font family, so font family Montserrat, so Montserrat, and looking perfect. So finally we just need some margin so that we can have some room here, looking amazing. And finally just pointer, cursor will be the pointer. So that's it, and we can go to our JavaScript part. So in our JavaScript, what I need actually, I need to get all the DOM elements that we will manipulate. So let's grab those DOM elements. So form element first of all, so let's grab it. So document dot query selector, and I just can say that the form one, and also we just need to get the output element. So const, so output element, and we just also grab it with query selector, and this time the query will be output. Okay, that's not good. Output, so that's it. And also we just need to grab the input also, so input here, and here the name will be also input element for that. And finally we also need to grab the switch button. So for that I have this class switch, so switch here, and also let's say that it will be switch element. So after that let's grab also the title here, so title, and also grab the title as a name. And here we also need, actually we don't have anything else, so that's okay, so just save it. And after that, first of all I just need to do even listener for our this form. So whenever I will convert this, means whenever I will submit this form, what I want to do. So for that I just can say that form element dot add even listener, and this time I will just say that I wanna have a submit event. So whenever the form is submitted, I just go to the, okay, let me actually make it an arrow function. And first of all I just need to prevent the default behavior of a form, and after that I just need to grab the input value. So input value, and means the value that we will give here, so that's the input value. So we need to get it, so we just can say that e dot target dot input, so the name of our input is the input. So from that I will just grab the value, and it will grab the value. So let me check it. So console dot log here actually, and console log the input value that we have here. So now let's say that hello, and whenever I will submit or convert that, so let's actually, okay, it's not doing anything because you know what, we forgot to add the skip tag here. So add the skip tag here, now it will work. So let's say that hello and submit the form or convert it, and if I come here, now you can see that we have this hello, which is the value of our input, so it's working. So now what I can do, I can also get the input type. So now what I have is we have the input type of our binary. So if you can see that, that's our input, and inside that we have this data type, which is the binary, so we need to get that. So also we will name it input type, and let's say that e dot target dot input dot set attribute, not set, actually get attribute, we want to get attribute value. So get attribute, and here from that I want to get the attribute name is the data type, and the value will be stored in this input type constant. So now we are doing binary to text, means the user will give us the binary text and we will convert it into the text, plain text. So let's create a function which will convert this. So let's say that convert, and this is the function where we will convert our data. So we will also pass two parameters inside this convert function. The pass parameter is the input type and also the input value. So we will pass this parameter inside this convert function. So let's create the convert function. So function, so convert, and inside that I have the access of our input type, as you can see, and also the input value. So now let's say that type instead of input type, and also let's say that input value, this one. And now what I can do, I just can say that let output equals to empty string, and we will check. So if the type is, so if the type equals to the binary, so binary, what we want to do, so we want to convert our binary to plain text. So for that I will actually create a new function which will say that, so binary to text. So this function will actually convert binary to text. So here we will pass our input value, and let's create the function here. So here let's create the function which is the input, not input, sorry, which is the binary to text, and inside that we have the access of our input value. So let's name it input, and inside that what I need actually, I need to say that let output equals to an empty string, and here I just can say that output equal and output dot, and we first of all we just need to split with a space, means whenever we'll have a multiple number of binary, each number is separated with a space, so that's why we need to split with a space. And after that what we need actually, I need to map, so I need to map it, so we can map something like number. So for each number of our binary we will actually parse it into the decimal, so we just can say that parse the number, so parse init, so we will parse it into the decimal, and here we just need to say that I want to parse the number and it will go to the decimal. And if I save, we will not see anything here, and let's actually console log here the output. And if I save here, and let's actually check, so let's say that I wanna have so that's a ASCII table here. Here we have access all of the ASCII table here, so you can see that the binary one, so let's say that I want to have some binary, so this will be Q, and after that I'll have the space, and also let's say that RQR. So that's the binary code that we have. And if I convert, and let's check our console log what we will have, so you can see that we have a array, that's good, but that's not a number, because you can see that we did a mistake. We are actually splitting the output, so there is no output. I will need to split my input, so that's the code, and that's what I need to convert. So I need to split that with this space, as I said here. So but you can see that the mistake is this one, we are splitting our output, so we need to split our, we need to convert our input. So if I save, now we should get the expected value here. Yes, that's the expected value, so means what I expect here, we are doing here actually, we are converting this value which is our Q, R and Q, and we are making them into the decimal number. So if you can see that the decimal number that we have is the corresponding 82 and 81. So you can see, so that's the number we have. So from that number, what I need to do actually, I need to convert it into our actual character. So to do that, what I can do, I can come here and say something like dot map, and again the number. So for each number, I'll just say that string dot from character code, and here I will just pass my number. So if I save, now we should get our character corresponding to this code. So you can see that we got those character which is a Q and R from this binary code, so it's looking good. Finally, what I need actually, I need to get the string instead of this array. So what I can do for that, I can just join it, so join, and here we can join it with a empty code. So now it should work. So if I open the inspect and let's convert it and console log, you can see that now we have the code here which is the character. So that's what we want. So it's looking a messy code here, so let's actually indent it to look good. So we just can do something like that, and it will look good now, as you can see, and also this join one. So perfect, and now we have this. So finally, whenever we will have our output, and you can see that we are storing this whole thing inside this output variable, now we can return that So return this output. So we are returning that, means we need to store it here. So I just can say that output equals to this. So now we are storing this output, which is this one. So inside this, so initially it will be empty, but whenever we will call this function, we will store the value inside this output variable. So now what I can do, actually I can show the code in our this output div, as you can see here. So to show the code inside this output, I just can say that output element dot inner text, output element dot inner text equals will be the output that we have here. So if I save it now, if I come here and paste it, now you can see that we have our output. So now what we have is we have a fully functional binary to text application. But what I want to do, actually I want to have a functionality which will allow us to switch between binary to text or text to binary application. So to do that, we need to create an event listener with this switch button. So what I can do, actually I can say something like, so switch element dot add event listener. So whenever I'll click that, so it will be a click event, and whenever I'll click it, I just need to do something. So let's also pass the event here. And here inside of our this function, first of all I need to get the type of our current application. So the current application type is the binary one, because if you can see that that's the current application type, which is the binary to text. So we need to get that. So to get that, what I can do, I just can say that e.target.get attribute, and the attribute is the data dash type. So it will get the attribute type, it will get the attribute value which we are storing inside this type. And after that, what I can do, actually I can just clear all of our input and output text. So I just can do it very easily. I just can say that input element dot inner text, okay, input element dot inner text, or you can say that value input element dot value equals to empty. And also I just can say that output element, so output element dot inner text equals to the empty. So let's check it is clearing or not. So let's say that I have something here, and whenever I will switch it, so now you can see that we cleared this output output inner text, and also the value of our input is now cleared. So what I need to do, actually after that, whenever I switch, I need to check what is our input type, and with this input type we wanna do something in future. So let's check it. So let's say that if our type equals to the binary, means if we are in the binary, means we are doing binary to text. So in this case, what I need to do, actually I need to go to the text to binary, means whenever we already have in our binary to text and we are clicking the switch button, means we wanna go to the text to binary. So to do that, we need to change all the things, means we need to change the text of our this title and also this input binary code. Instead of that, we will have now input text, and here we will also show a placeholder. So to do that, we just can say that e.target.set attribute, and first of all we need to set the attribute, means data dash type, and the attribute will be the text. So if we are in our binary, we need to change it to the text, and also we need to change our input placeholder. So input element dot set attribute, and also let's say that placeholder, and here the value will be something like input plain text, and also we will have this dot. So this, as you can see, whenever now I'll click, now we are changing this text, as you can see here. So cool, it is looking awesome. And also we are changing the data type from binary to text. And also what I need to do, actually I need to change the data type for our input. So you can see that we have two data type. One is the our switch button, So that's one data type, and also we have the same data type in our this input, as you can see. So we need to change it also. So for that I just can say that input element dot set attribute. So input element dot set attribute, and here the attribute name is the data dash type, and we need to set it to the text. And I forgot here something. Yes, so now it will change the data type here also. So after that, let's go to our, so actually let's do it in here. So now it will look good. So here we are changing our data type to text in the both element. And after that, let's come to our inner text, means we want to change this. So for that I just can say that output element, and here I just can say dot inner text equals to, so I will just say that instead of text output I will just say that binary output. And that's it. And also let's change the title of our website or the application. So I just can say something like title dot inner text equals to, so now I need to say that text to binary. So now if I save and switch it, now you can see that it's saying that text to binary, and here we have our input your plain text and you will get binary output. And if I inspect, the type of our all the data type is now text, and also here the data type is the text. So looking good. So now we finish one way, means we now can switch from binary to text to text to binary, but we can't switch back from text to binary. So for that I will also create it here. So else if our type is already text, so this will help us to get back to our binary. So if our type is text, means we want to get back to our binary. So for this case we can also do similar thing. So just copy and paste. So instead of this text, now we will do the binary. Now just change this text to binary. So I will just say that we'll have the binary, and also here the binary, and also we will say that the input placeholder will be something like that we have in our HTML. So input binary code. So input binary code. So this will be our placeholder, and also we need to change this. So we just need to say that text output, and here we will say that text to binary. Instead of that I will say that binary to text. So if I save, now you can see that we can switch back to our text to binary and binary to text. So it will be very good for the user experience. So now after that, here you can see that we have the functionality for our binary to text only. We don't have any kind of functionality for our text to binary. So for that, what I can do in our convert function, means whenever I will click this convert function, so the convert button, it will actually invoke this function, which is the convert function. So here what I need actually, so now you can see that we are checking for our binary. So we also need to check for our text one. So we just can say that else if our type is equals to text, we need to create another function which will be output equals to the function, new function name will be the text to binary. And inside that I will also pass the input value so that we can convert the input value into the output. So let's create the function here. So function, and we will say that the function name, which is the text to binary, and inside that we have the access of our input. And here what I need to do actually, as you can see that we are doing the text to binary, but previously we did binary to text, so it will be pretty similar but not the exactly similar. So we need to get the output, which will be empty string, and here we can say that output equals to output, not output, I am doing the same mistake, so input. So input dot, we just need to first of all split them. So we need to split it with empty code actually. So because there is nothing to escape, so we need to grab each character. So we don't have anything to skip, so that's why we need to grab every character. So here we will split them with an empty code. So after that we will go to our map. So we will map through every character, and we will say that every letter, and here I need to say that letter dot character code. So code at, so basically what it will do, this char code at, it will get the number or get the letter, means we by the z0 we are saying that the character or the letter that we have here. So whenever we will map through each of our character, we have single character at a time. So that's why we are saying that the index 0 means the first element or the first character whenever we are mapping through. So every time whenever we are mapping through, we are saying that character code at 0, and this will do something like from R to this decimal number. So you can see that that's our decimal number, and we are getting decimal number from our this character. So if I say that R, and it will convert this character code at to 82. So we have that. So after that, what we need to do actually, we need to convert this decimal into the binary code. So for that we can do it very easily. I just can say that map, and also we will say that for each and every letter I will do something like a letter dot to string, and the base of our number system, which is the for binary 2. And if I save here, it should work. So also finally we just need to join them. So for this time what I need actually, I need to join them with a space, because I already said in our each of our this binary code we will separate them with a space. So that's why we need to join them with a space. So that's it. And finally, as we did here, we need to return our output. So return the output here. So let's test it out here, and I need to go to the text to binary, and let's say that hello, and convert it into the binary. So now we have this, copy that. So now let's switch back to our binary to text and see it is working or not. Now you can see that we are having this text back here, means the application is working perfectly. And the last thing that I want to do actually, it will be good if I have a copy to clipboard button, so that whenever someone will do something like, hey, how are you, and they want to convert it into the binary, and you can see that we have this binary, and if someone want to copy that, he can click the button and it will be copied in his clipboard. So let's do that. So for that I need to go to our index.html file, and here we need to create a button. So not the button actually, it will be a div with the icon. So here I just can say that this will be a div with a, not like that, so div with a class of copy, and here we will also have my icon. So for the icon I will use ion icons. So you can come to the ionicons.com, and here we can search for clipboard. So you can see that we have two kind of clipboard, one is the filled and another one is the outline. So I will use outline for the initial state and paste it here, and you can see that for our outline we have the class clipboard clipboard outline, and for the field we have the class only the clipboard, as you can see here. So we will use it later and I will show you when we will use it. So now let's add the CDN for that icon library and paste it here, and that's it. Now we should have this icon, as you can see that in the bottom. So let's add some style for the icon. So for here I just can say that copy, and let's say that the position for that will be the absolute one. So it will be absolute to our form because we did the position relative here. And now what I can do, I just can say that it will have the font size of something like 30 pixel, and also we will have the color of white so that it can be visible. So now you can see that that's our white icon here. So it will be in the bottom 1% and in the right side of our form 11%, and also we will have our cursor pointer. So if I save, now you can see that it is in its perfect place. So that's our clipboard. And what I need to do, actually I need to say that here you can see that inside the clipboard we have the outer div which is the parent, and inside the parent we have our actual icon. Actually what I want here, I want to disable the click point, so or the you can say that pointer event for this ion icon. I want to have the click only to this outer parents, which is the copy parent, as you can see that copy div. So that's the parent. So I want to have my click event on this one only. So let's disable the inside child click event, so which is the ion icon. So I just can say that ion icon, and here I will say that pointer event will be none. So we will not have any kind of pointer event for our ion icon. We will have the pointer event only for the copy div. So first of all, let's actually grab it in our JavaScript here, and let's say that constant copy, and here let's say that document dot query selector, and we can copy it very easily with the class of copy. Not like that, copy. So now we need to add the functionality for this copy to clipboard. So I already have a video on it. If you want to have the details information about this copy to clipboard, you can find it in my channel, or I will link it in the description, and also you can find it in this icon right now. So first of all, what I need, actually I need to say that whenever I will click to this icon, so we need to create a event listener. So I just can say that copy dot add event listener, and here I need to say that I want to add a click event here, and here let's say that whenever I click, I will run this arrow function. And inside that, first of all, I just need to say that I wanna have a nice animation here, means whenever I'll click, it will be filled out, means it will be, so where was the icon, so it will be something like that, and after 1 second we will get back to our this outline icon. So to do that, what I need, actually I need to say that e.target dot inner HTML. So inner HTML equals to, so we need to change it to this icon, means the field icon. So click it and copy that icon and paste it. So whenever we will click, we will convert it, or we will turn it into the field icon, and after 1 second we will get back to our outline icon. So for that we can use set timeout. So here let's set the time for 1000 millisecond, means 1 second, and here we will say that the inner HTML will be back to our previous icon, which is the icon that we have as the outline. So copy that and paste it here and save it. Now if I come here and click it, now you can see that it is now outlined for a second. So for a second we have this animation, which is the field icon, and after that which will get back to the outline icon. So that's it. And after that, for the functionality, we will add a function. So let's say that the function is the copy output. So that's the function name, and we need to create the function here. So function and function name, which is the copy output, and inside the function we need to have our functionality for the copy to clipboard. So for that I need to create a text area. So let's name it text area, and here let's say the document dot query select, not query selector, create element, and we want to create a text area. And after that also let's come here and say that text area dot set attribute, and also let's come to the set attribute. So we want to say that it is only read only, so we need to do that here, and we will add this attribute in our text area. So also we just need to say that text area dot style dot position, and here we will position it as a absolute, so absolute. And also we need to say that the text, and also we need to say that the text area dot style dot top will be 0, or you can give it a string of 0. So also let's say that text area dot value. So the value for this one, I want to have the value of our this output text. So what I need to do, actually output element dot inner text, so whatever will be there we need to give it as a value of our text area. So after that let's come here, and also let me check once again. Yes, the recording is on. So after that what I want to do, actually I want to append this in our body. So I just can say that document, so document dot body dot append child, and we want to append child the text area actually, so that we created. So and after that what I need, actually I need to say that text area dot select and text area selected. Now after that I need to just execute the command copy. So to execute the command we just need to say that document dot execute command. So the command is the copy, and here after that we can say something like document dot body dot remove child, and this will be the text area. And what I'm doing here is we are creating a text area. Inside the text area we are setting that it is only read only, and the position will be the absolute, top will be 0, and the value will be our output value that we have here, and we are appending in our body. And after that we are selecting it, we are copying it, and we are removing it from our DOM. So it is basically copying our text into the clipboard. So let's test it. So let's say that hello, and if I convert that, now you can see that we have this, and if I click that it should copy it in my clipboard, and if I paste, now you can see that it is not actually. So let me see what is happening here. So we are removing the child here, which is, oh sorry, the problem is you can see that we are doing here, we need to remove the actual child, not the text, so which is the text area. And also let's see what is also wrong here, and let's test it out. So once again hello, and if I click that and copy and paste it, now you can see that it is working perfectly. So it is working perfectly means whenever now we will have an output for our this application, we can just copy it with this clipboard icon. And once again, if you want to know more about this copy to clipboard functionality, you can check out the video, I will link it in the description, where I just explained briefly how you can create copy to clipboard with JavaScript. So that's it. Now we have these application which is also mobile responsive. Now you can see that that's mobile responsive. And let me actually show you one more thing. So to do this copy to clipboard, in also the mobile, we need to add one more line, which is this select. So we will say that text area dot set select range, and the range will be from 0 to 99999. means that's a big number, and we can select those number in our mobile too. So now it is fully ready to use this application, which you can use to convert binary to text, also text to binary. And that's it for this video. I hope you learned something, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share this video. And if you want to see more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon. And my name is Arfan, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.